Well, hey girl, welcome to the channel. My name is Kim, and this is Uncovering Self Love. First off, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe. So, if you know of another girlfriend that might want to spend some time with us, please share the channel. So, today I want to talk to you about taking some time for yourself. And I've talked about this before many times. Um, Today, I want you to take a moment and find a space so where you can get comfortable, where there's peace and quiet. So you may need to turn off the TV, turn off the radio, put your phone down, unless that's how you're watching me. Make sure your kids are taken care of. Find a quiet, comfortable space, whether that's in your living room, on the couch, on the floor, a bedroom. It could be in a car in a garage, a closet, the basement, wherever you can go to have a moment to yourself. So many times, I always say so many times, all the time, us as women, all women, this is for any woman, whether you're married, single, have kids, whatever your situation, we are always taking the time to help other people, whether it's your job. Now, of course, you have to go to work, we know that, but you have to, it's your job, it's the church, it's the kids, your husband or mate, the neighbor, family, friends. We know how to give and help other people, but we don't know how to give and help ourselves, give back to ourselves. And to me, a part of self love, the channel, covering self love, where on here, I haven't talked about it a whole bunch, but as I'm learning the different ways and things to do and to love myself, I want you to also to start learning different ways and things what you need to do to love and take care of yourself. And as we love and take care of ourselves and give ourselves the things that we need, we will be in a better place to help other people when it comes time to helping and giving back. So if you are feeling good mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, if you're well rested, if you had enough sleep, if you're eating the proper foods and getting the exercise, that is going to help you to feel better and to be a better woman and to help you give back and to be in a better mood also. So normally, well, in some of my videos, I've asked you just to take a moment and I've already said find your space and just to sit quietly. But you choose today what you think your body needs. You listen to your mind and body and you do what you feel like you need to do within this time. So that could be praying. I do have my Bible. So that could be praying. That might be reading the Bible, whether you have a physical Bible or the Holy Bible app that I've talked about before. That could also be journaling. I journal. For me, my journaling is writing down how God speaks to me. Whatever that He says to me, I write it in here. And that could be through a Bible verse. I heard a pastor say something, different ways that I think that he's speaking to me. I write it down. You might want to just sit quietly. Might want to get a coloring book. You might not have one right now. There's so many adult coloring books. Well, this actually isn't a coloring book. This is learning how to draw. So I have this. I bought this years ago and I really bought these for close to bedtime. So when I'm in bed, I could just start shutting down before I actually lay down to go to sleep. Just do something quietly. So it was drawing, and I have a big drawing pad. Y'all want to see what I drew on here? It's been so long ago. I really haven't used it. Oh, looking at this, I don't know if I should show y'all now. Don't be talking about, oh my goodness, I even wrote the date. So it was March 18, 2014. So this is my Mickey Mouse. He kind of look cross-eyed, don't he? So Mickey, what else did I draw? Okay, now Minnie don't look that bad. Minnie. Another picture of Minnie. Of course, the more you do it, the better you'll get. So that's something you can do. You can put on some lights. When you do this without me by yourself, you can put on some nice, soft instrumental music, jazz, or nature sounds, or the rain, whatever you're feeling for that day, or just silence, total silence, because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to sit in total silence because so many times there's always something going and somebody talking. So we're not going to have any of that today. Coloring books. These are the adult coloring books, and I haven't, if I could show y'all, colored in here very much. Oh, there's one. Let me go back. A little bit of one. And here's another one. And if you don't know, you can get these from just about anywhere. I think, where does it say I got these from? I don't know. I feel like you can go to Hobby Lobby or any store. Of course, Amazon, if that's what you want to do. But I'm sure you've seen these around, a lot of them. I heard Kelly Clarkson one time, she said she has a hard time meditating. So she likes to put together Legos, have a Lego kit and build something. So whatever you feel comfortable. And I think the more you practice meditating, the better you will get at it. What's comfortable with just sitting. I feel like sorry, I thought that was gonna fall. I feel like when I'm really going through something, when something is really bothering me, I can sit for hours, and it just feels, a lot of times I'm laying down, just feels peaceful, relaxing, like I have just, like I'm somewhere else, and it just feels really comforting to me at that time. But I haven't been meditating. Oh, I say that. I was gonna say it. No, I did it today. So yeah, and I love doing that. I know now I need to pray, read the Bible, and just have some time where I'm just sitting. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I haven't meditated. I just changed it to really spending time with God, but I'm not saying it, speaking or praying or doing anything. I'm just sitting in silence. I was closing my eyes like that's what I'm doing at that time. But yeah, I think I stopped saying meditate, and I'm just spending time with God. No, I think. I always say that when I'm in here, I think, but no, that's what I was doing. So you choose for you, what do you need? Or you can break up the time. You can spend 5 minutes praying, 5 minutes reading the Bible, 5 minutes meditating or sitting in silence. So I've already prayed and read the Bible and sat in silence, meditated, spent time with God early this morning. And one thing I was reading that stuck out to me that I'll share with you. I read, what was it? Luke 10:38 to 41, I believe it is. And it's about Martha and Mary. And Martha had invited Jesus to come into to her home where she lived with her sister. And she got very upset with her sister named Mary because Mary was sitting down. Jesus was talking. Mary was sitting down, listening to him, just soaking it all up. And Martha was, preparing the meal and getting things ready for Jesus, like food and, well, I did say the meal. And she told Jesus, like, don't you see her over here? Like, she's not helping me. And he just said to her that, I forgot that. Of course, I could pull it out and read it. But she was basically doing the better thing right now. She was sitting down, listening to him, spending time with him. And at that time, Jewish women could not, I believe, be taught by rabbis or something like that. So, and just so FYI, I'm not trying to teach you the Bible. That is not me. I want to encourage you to read and learn it on your own. So I'm not a Bible teacher. That's just something that I'm sharing with you that stuck out to me as I was reading today, as from one girlfriend to another. So, always look it up and read it for yourself. Also, what else was I going to say? So yeah, I'm going to probably be listening to the Holy Bible app. Well, and then I'm going to stick in the earbuds so I don't disturb you. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? I think that was it. So I'm going to set a timer. Let's see, how long do I want to set the timer for? And if you need to, of course, pause the video, do the things that I just talked about, get your kids situated, whether they're with another adult or maybe for a few minutes they're watching their electronics, iPad, phones, or TV just for a little bit. That you're finding a comfortable, quiet space. Get your pillows, get your blankets, decide where you want to be. Like I said again, whether it's on the couch, your bedroom, the floor, the basement, your car, because we want to make this a part of our everyday life, taking some time to yourself, by yourself, every day. And so, so you're spending time with God, so you have time to yourself. And I recommend doing it the beginning of the day when you first wake up. That's what I do. So set your alarm clock 5 minutes earlier. That's not a whole lot of time, especially unless you already are spending time with God. But I feel like, especially if you have not been spending time with him because you didn't have time, or you just don't do it, I think it's a good way to establish the habit of doing it, and just doing it in a small amount of time. Also, I had something else I was gonna say, and then I forgot. Maybe I'll remember and can tell you guys later. So let me set the timer. I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes. Oh, this is what I was going to say. So we want to start taking time every day for yourself. Even if you can just start with 5 minutes, that's something to give to yourself, and do, like I said, whatever you need to do. Read the Bible. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. I done knocked talking to you, I knocked the phone over. So where did I leave off at? Giving yourself a little bit of time, even if it's 5 minutes, every day, and then build up to taking, whether it's once a month, you have to decide how often, once a month, every 3 months, some time to yourself, which would be maybe a long weekend, um, and spending and digging in deeper with, um, digging in deeper with the Bible, and more time to yourself. So you have the whole weekend to rest, to get some sleep, and to study the Bible even more, read the Bible even more. Because it's so nice. It's nice to get away to, there's some spiritual, I'm not going to say spiritual. There could be spiritual. Retreats is the word that I was trying to say. Get away to retreats, but you won't be able to do that as often. And so you need to still make time to get away, not to get away, to have some time for yourself. So if you can take the weekend, and even if that's in your home, and set it up to where you have that time for yourself, then I think that would be good and healthy also. And I'm saying that because that's something I used to do. Years ago, I used to have what I call, and I'm going to start doing that again, I called a spiritual retreat. And I would just take the whole weekend just to myself. I made sure I text and called everyone so they would know, well, one, not to call me because this is what I'm doing unless it was an emergency. And I did have a landline at that time. So if they really need to call me, they could call on there. And you can still do it where your phone is off or on vibrate, and you check it once a day or twice a day, depending on what's going on with your family. Say someone's watching the kids, or you have a parent that's sick, and although someone is taking care of them, or they're in the hospital, or whatever it may be, that you still know what's going on. But make sure it's someone, make sure people, you have some people that call just to be calling. You really didn't want anything. I'm trying to take this time for myself. So be respectful of, that time. Okay, I did enough talking. So let me set the timer. Let me try this again. I think last time when I was going to set the timer, that's when I knocked the phone over. And I want to say also, I'm going to apologize now, because in this video, you may hear me being maybe not too clear, constantly repeating or going over the same thing, or saying a lot of I apologize. I am not going to edit that out, edit the video. It's just as I'm sitting here speaking to you, and sometimes I kind of forget what I want to say, but I also want to continue to work on making sure I'm being productive and getting my videos out. So it's in there. Okay, so 10 minutes. And like I said, I'm not going to have any music on, anything. Oh, sorry, something else I wanted to say. So when you're in your space, just get comfortable, of course, and relax. And, you may hear people outside working, doors closing, the lawn people. I was going to make the video get started about 10 minutes ago, but my neighbor's lawn guys were here. So I decided not to make it. But you may hear the birds, you might hear insects or things outside, but just relax, and you can just listen to that if you're deciding to meditate or sit in silence. And if you want to meditate, some people find it hard. I think maybe if you can focus on a certain word or Bible verse, or an affirmation. I think some people find it hard because your mind is still going. You're still thinking about the day, thinking about the things you need to do, and worrying. You may be worrying about different things, but just find a Bible verse that you like and repeat that. Also, or just think of a word, like it could be I am loved, I am love, or love, and just keep repeating that. That you might find that helpful. So your mind is on that instead of everything else. Okay, I'm done talking. I'm going to start the timer. Okay, so that's the timer. That was for 10 minutes. So I hope you joined me in taking a moment for yourself to sit by yourself, to give yourself the time that you need to relax. I forgot to say also, if you just need to, honey, rest your eyes and close your eyes and take a, is that a cat nap? I could never do that. It just seems so short. But I have in the past sometimes just sat and you just close your eyes and rest and relax. So you neither sleep or meditating, just resting. So remember the next time to give yourself what you need. So don't wait on me, but start making this a practice in your life every day. So let me know in the comments, did you join me? And if so, what did you choose to do? Did you read the Bible, pray, meditate, rest? Did you decide just to sit quietly and color? So, yeah. Have a great day and remember to put yourself first. Bye.